America, Chef John, Ghetto Gourmet. We got the soundtrack to the movie Power One playing in the background. It's still Sunday. I took a nap and took a bunch. Well, anyways, you guys don't care about that. I made the refried beans earlier today. So what we're making is clam chowder, alright? That's clam juice right there. Instead of cutting everything while you're watching it, you guys more or less have got my concept of soup cut. Alright. There's celery. See how I cut it? And I also cut it on a bias. So, meaning on an angle like that. Onion just small enough so they break down. This is smoky bacon ends and a little bacon. Red potatoes and cold water. Clam juice. 2 cans of clams, which I'm going to open up. Milk. Heavy cream, which we're going to use later. Tabasco. Pull that out now. Old Bay. We're going to use just granulated garlic. White pepper. Remember that one day I was looking for it comes from tequila plant. Man, it starts with an A. It's a sweetener. Well, anyways, it's in the bottom of my fridge. Alright, so I'm taking bacon fat. Some of my clarified bacon fat. I'm going to put my milk away until I'm ready for it. Flour for roux. Alright. And paprika. Alright. I'm going to turn this on. There's water in there. Water and oil just don't like to be friends in a pan. Wipe that out real quick. I just washed, well, I washed my water too. So, alright, that was garlic, granulated paprika, Old Bay, white pepper, clarified bacon fat. Came out of the jar. Oh, paprika. I should have 3 cans, but I made the clam cakes the other day. Kitty likes clam juice too. She'll probably come running out here any second. She's been back with her babies like non-stop all week. She's been being such a good mama. Proud of her, you know. Being that she's so young and, you know, she's my service, my companion animal, whatever you want to call it. She's not my service animal. She's my companion animal, right? And, so I haven't got her fixed and all that, and I'm kind of like upset with myself for, I mean, she's supposed to be my companion when I'm having bad spasms and seizures. Yeah, she actually checks on me. Other times she runs like hell because they're scary. She's like, I'm out of here, dude. Oh God, I needed that, man. I'm so sore. A little bit of laughter will hook you up, brother. The Native Americans say there are 5 ways of excreting poisons: sweating, urinating, bowel movement, crying, and laughter. I like that last one. When you seek wisdom, it seems to suck into your head like a great sponge. I've been seeking wisdom for 13 years of my life in a deep, deep and powerful way. Most of my life I've been intrigued by Gandhi, King, Mandela, Malcolm X, Black Panther Party, and all these movements, you know, and even as a little kid, you saw me carrying a Cesar Chavez sign. That was my parents, right? So my parents got me involved with all this. You don't need to see me. Why don't we watch the food, right? Okay, so I want this all to crisp up a little bit more, but I also want my onions done at the same time. So I'm gonna kind of, did you notice how I kept the onions right on top? And we're gonna turn this on high now. No, we're gonna turn it down on 8. It was on 7. All right, so what we're gonna do next is we're gonna create the roux. But I want that bacon fat to cut. I shouldn't have stirred it so early, but anyways, well, it started doing that. So most of the bacon's cooked down pretty well. I'm gonna go a little bit longer. Get rid of that stuff there. That's the myobin that came out of the smoky bacon ends. Just like in any regular bacon, when you see build up in the pan. And if I can kind of work a lot of that off now, it will attach itself to the items that are in the pot. And then look, so I'm getting back to the bare seal. That must be a hot spot or something. All right. Well, they're going to be thick. I took a little back out. Turn them down. Coat our roux. I'm kind of holding the camera weird, guys. Oh, shit. Fuck! I had to get the clam juice in right away. My roux would have burned. Holy cow. So I just pressed down on the minced clams like I did with like you guys do with tuna fish, the same exact way. And the clams are in the bottom. I definitely need more clams. It's only like 4 ounces of clams. All right, so rest of our clam juice. Milk. know how much longer I'm going to make it, America. I had another fire engine pull up on me today. A nice gentleman. He was very concerned, and I can understand why, because I was lying in the parking lot for 45 minutes. I left church to come home and get meds. Thank God church is right next door, and I made it to the middle of my parking lot before I kept falling down, and then I just... Something's going on now where I don't have complete spasms. I collapse. My muscles get all twisted up, and I basically become immobile. Like something's being really pinched in my neck. So we got all the potatoes now. All right, and we're gonna add the potatoes to that milk and the clam mixture. And I'm gonna have to cook some shrimp off in this or something, because there's no way 2 clams is gonna be enough. 2 cans of clams is gonna be enough for this. It's just not happening. But so I'm gonna stir that in. Maybe it'll be shrimp and clam. That sounds kind of good. Even though it doesn't have any shrimp stock in here. I really like to stick to purity. Alright, so now we're gonna wait. He's trying to take me. Okay. We're gonna allow the potatoes to simmer. Shit, I forgot the season. It's alright. Kind of hard to think when that's going on, man. I just put a whole lot of fucking season. Excuse my language, America. Alright, that was the Old Bay. So that means we're gonna go a lot lighter with everything else, alright? Because that was a lot. Paprika. We can go kind of like that much on that. And is there granulated garlic? We're not going to do too heavy on that at all. That's a background flavor. But it works with the bulbous flavor, or the earthy flavor of the clams, and the bulbous flavor of the, or flavors and aromas of the onions. White pepper. Staring right at it. Okay. And we're not using black because we used a white, what's called a white mirepoix in the beginning. White mirepoix is simply that you're using, I'm put a little bit more milk in here. The simmer factor. Because we need to simmer these potatoes for 20 minutes or so. And so, but the addition of the clam juice and the milk make it so it simmers better. But remember when we made the bechamel and I showed you the bottom of the bechamel pot, and we've made a chicken chowder? Anything with cream in it, as soon as it requires scraping the bottom, okay? You got to move the bottom, basically, plain and simple. I'm pushing hard enough so that I'm making it get smooth. It doesn't. You can feel when there's stuff stuck to the bottom. It kind of feels like like you got dirt on your shoe, and you're walking on a nice tiled floor, and you feel the dirt on your shoe, and you try to wipe it off, and you finally wipe it off, and it feels clean. That's the same sensation that I want you to experience at the end of your spatula, okay? And I want you to experience that all the way around the pot. Now, if I didn't have you in my hand, I would be holding the pot with the other hand and doing this much faster. But since you guys are here, you know, we're going to get along. You know what I mean? So, it's kind of reddish, so what the heck? Put some shrimp in there, right? I got shrimp. I don't know what I'm going to do. Hey, look. So I kept trying to figure out how the heck I got these big holes in my cutting board, right? And then I remember the Joker was on this set when I was watching a video the other day with that big bayonet that says SS on it. The Joker ain't right, man. Stabbed up my cutting board like that. That ain't cool, dude. You know what I mean? I invite him over to say some political stuff and cook every once in a while because I know people like him. And, you know, I mean, he's a likable guy. I mean, you know, as a criminal. You know what I mean? He's got his ethics. I like a criminal with ethics. You know what I mean? And you know what I mean? We call him Joker Lion. He has slapped me in the mouth. And I'll sock him right back. And I heard he was complaining that I won't let Hannibal come over. I don't know what he's going to bring. I'm not okay with that. He might stick something in my freezer. I mean, that's like a Dahmer thing. But he'll stick something in there that I'd eat. You know what I mean? I'd be like, where's this? I don't remember buying liver. You know? I remember buying kidneys. I guess I'm going to make some sweetbreads. You know what I mean? Phew. With a nice... What did he say? I gotta ask the Joker. He knows all that crazy stuff. Alright, so the reason why we hold the clams to the end is because when you put the clams in and you cook them for 20 minutes, they don't like it. They become little balls of rubber. So we put them in the very end at the same time we put in the heavy cream. So we're going to let this simmer, and I'm going to turn it down to 3 even now because it keeps... And I'm even going to cheat a little. Well, not cheat, but safety zone myself. I used to be really good at this on a big amount. I used to be able to go like that and make it all go to the bottom of the pot and be water on the bottom, but this time I'll just mix it around. It was a talent I had that I'd use actually hard running water, and I'd run it down the side and it'd go whoosh across the bottom of a pot that had a cream-based soup in it. And then so you had boiling water on the bottom, which is perfect. And then the cream above it and the potatoes, and it worked because the cream and the potatoes were heavier. But that's just science. That's me cooking in an industrial kitchen. Oh God. Shut down, Ghetto Gourmet. Peace.